control your mind. An old Zen master and his student sat by the edge of a serene lake. The sky was painted in hues of orange and gold as the sun slowly descended. The student, troubled and restless, broke the silence. "Master, my mind is a battlefield. My thoughts pull me in different directions. How can I control my mind?" The Zen master smiled, picked up a stone, and threw it into the lake. "Look at the water," he said. The student watched as ripples spread across the surface, distorting the reflection of the sky. The once peaceful lake had become restless. "This is your mind when disturbed by thoughts," the master said. "The more you react, the more ripples you create." "But how do I make it still again?" the student asked. The master simply waited. Slowly, the ripples faded, and the lake returned to its natural calm. "Do nothing," he said. "Just observe. When you stop fighting your thoughts, they settle on their own." The student nodded, but his heart was still heavy. "But master, sometimes my thoughts are storms. They do not settle so easily." The Zen master closed his eyes and took a deep breath. "Come with me." He led the student to the top of a hill where the wind howled and the trees bent under its force. The student wrapped his robe tightly around himself, shivering. "This is your mind in chaos," the master said. "You try to fight the storm, but can you stop the wind?" The student shook his head. "No, master. It is beyond my control." "Exactly. But watch." The master sat down, closed his eyes, and remained still. Despite the raging wind, he was unmoved. The student hesitated, then followed his master's example. He sat, closed his eyes, and focused on his breath. The wind continued to roar around him, but as he sat there, he realized something. The storm existed outside of him, not within. "The mind is like the sky," the master said. "Thoughts are only passing clouds. Storms will come and go, but the sky remains unchanged. Do not become the storm. Become the sky." Tears welled in the student's eyes. He had spent his whole life fighting his thoughts, drowning in his emotions. But now, he understood true control was not about force, but about surrendering to the natural flow. As they walked back to the temple, the wind had calmed. Or maybe, the storm had only ever been inside him. "Master, I think I understand now. When I stop struggling, my mind finds its own peace." The master smiled. "The storm was never the enemy. Your resistance to it was." And so, the student learned the greatest lesson of all. The key to controlling the mind is to stop trying to control it. If this story inspired you, please like this video, leave a comment about what it taught you, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting content and life-changing stories. Together, let's spread positivity